WWE wrestler Otis has been hinting at a turn on recently abusive Alpha Academy boss Chad Gable for the past few months in a slow-burning plot. Maxine Dupree has been a prominent character in the story, and many have read it as a developing romantic relationship between her and Otis. This plot point is strikingly reminiscent to Otis's previous affair with former NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose. In an episode of her podcast, Power Alphas, Rose acknowledged the similarities between the two narratives, which fueled the fires of these comparisons. At Clash at the Castle, Otis picked up Maxine like he picked up me, Rose remarked. Obviously, that's been done before, but it's getting a lot of comparisons. Rose went into more detail about her collaborations with Otis, calling their angle one of the greatest storylines of all time. Unfortunately, Otis and Rose's romance had to conclude in an empty stadium due to production limits brought on by the COVID-19 epidemic. That big kiss that happened in the Performance Center, we wish that was in front of thousands of people because that crowd would have erupted, Rose stated. Following her 2022 WWE dismissal, Rose has persisted in offering commentary about the company's merchandise. Even with the aforementioned parallels, Rose continues to enjoy the Alpha Academy plot. I understand what they're doing with the Maxine thing right now, Rose replied. It's a rather entertaining group, in my opinion. Chad Gable has definitely matured, in my opinion, and he makes a great heel. Despite Rose's kind remarks, some fans of professional wrestling feel that WWE hurried the conclusion of the Alpha Academy plot on Monday's WWE Raw, which concluded with Gable appearing to be rendered debilitated by Wyatt Six's debut. Later, in a Money in the Bank qualifying match, Gable was replaced by Ilja Dragunov, seemingly putting additional distance between himself and Otis, who he intended to outdo by winning and taking home the coveted briefcase. Roman Reigns is not returning to the WWE, according to shocking news on SmackDown Solo. But what exactly does this mean? Is Roman really gone from the WWE forever? Well, after SmackDown ended, the truth was made public, and it's shocking to say the least. Let's get started. Roman Reigns has had an incredible career in the WWE. He is undoubtedly a first ballot Hall of Famer with one of the longest title reigns in WWE history. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest in WWE. But what exactly happened to reveal this shocking news about Roman leaving the WWE? We'll get to that in a moment. Everything began on SmackDown when the Bloodline challenged the person who had essentially fired Roman from the WWE and taken his title. Cody Rhodes Solo right now is being called the head of the table, and Cody said, I already defeated one head of the table, Roman, I'll defeat another one Solo. There's obviously tension between Paul Heyman and Solo. Heyman looks scared like he's being held hostage by Solo in this new bloodline. And in the gorilla position, just before Solo was going to go out to face Cody Rhodes, see, you have to remember he was going to have a one-on-one match with Cody, but the match ended in DQ when the bloodline attacked Cody, so Solo was not able to win the match. Cody won by DQ, but just before that happened in the gorilla position, that is when Solo delivered the shocking news as he told Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns is not coming back. I'm sorry. And then he walked into the arena as Paul Heyman was left there stunned by this earth-shattering news, and he kept repeating, how could that be? This is impossible. Roman isn't coming back to WWE, but after SmackDown went off the air, the truth was revealed about whether or not Solo is telling the truth about Roman, and if Roman is coming back to WWE or if he truly is gone forever. Let's get to this right now. Many have asked, why hasn't Roman Reigns received a rematch with Cody Rhodes? A chance for Roman to win back his title in the past. There was always a clause in wrestlers' contracts where they get a rematch if they lose their title. Now, did Roman's contract have a rematch clause? We don't know because there's been no rematch with Cody and Roman following his departure from Mana 40. Many speculated that Roman and Cody would square off in a series of matches leading up to SummerSlam, where there might be a championship match where either Roman or Cody could win the title back. However, that didn't happen, and instead, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles feuded. What about Cody and Solo, though? Why are they fighting, and why is Solo taking Roman's place? Well, the current plan is for Solo to challenge Cody Rhodes for the title at the forthcoming Money in the Bank pay-per-view, followed by the other three members of the Bloodline since they added a new member to SmackDown. Jacob battled to make his debut in the match between Cody Rhodes and Solo. WWE has recruited Jacob Fatu to a contract because this is genuinely a new bloodline. Jacob Fatu has been a mainstay on the indie circuit overseas and in MWL. Jacob, who is 32 years old, is the son of the Tonga Kid, also referred to as the Samoan Savage, aka Sam Fatu. He is related to Roman and pretty much everyone else in the bloodline. This isn't a script. He is actually a relative of both Solo and Roman. So, how does Roman Reigns fit into this? Well, it's obvious that Solo is doing everything in his power to divert attention from Roman Reigns and onto himself and his new bloodline. This is truly Solo's lineage. And after telling Paul Heyman that Roman would not be returning to the WWE, it appears that Solo has officially replaced Roman. According to all accounts, Solo spoke with Roman Reigns at some point, maybe even before SmackDown, and Roman informed them that he was leaving the WWE. Cody Rhodes, you own the bloodline. Grab the victory and have an incredible journey. I'm leaving. But is it true that Roman told Solo Sikoa that he wouldn't be returning to the WWE? Is Solo speaking the truth, or is he lying? And we won't ever see Roman Reigns in the WWE again. What is the truth? It was made clear after SmackDown ended, and we must keep in mind what was stated right before Solo announced that Roman would not be returning. Paul Heyman said that following WrestleMania 40, before Roman took off in his jet, he told Paul Heyman to let Solo know that Cody Rhodes is not Solo's problem and to keep Cody in check, but Solo should know. Save Cody for Roman when he does return, obviously, so Roman can get his title back. However, Solo now wants that title, and if Roman is not returning, it's possible Solo could become champion soon. The new information that emerged following SmackDown reveals the following about Roman's current status in WWE. Solo was telling the truth when he said Roman is not coming back to WWE. Watch Wrestling News now to learn more about Roman Reigns. What do you think of the idea that Roman Reigns won't be returning to the WWE? Please share your thoughts with me in a remark. CM Punk was tragically hurt on SmackDown, taken to the hospital in an ambulance, and now there's a somber update regarding his condition. It may surprise you to learn that CM Punk used baseball bats to team up with Cody Rhodes to fight off the bloodline. But take a look at this fan film video that was taken while SmackDown cameras weren't rolling. When they were on commercial break, CM Punk seemed to go out of character and start playfully chasing Cody with the baseball bat. However, what about CM Punk's current state? We witnessed the tragic events that occurred on SmackDown, which began backstage when we heard a loud crash on the garage door. When it lifted, we saw CM Punk lying there, lifeless, with Drew McIntyre standing over him. After seemingly attacking CM Punk off camera, Drew McIntyre scooped up his broken and bruised body and banged him against the garage door. Drew took him to the arena, where we discovered how miserable CM Punk really was. This wasn't good. WWE medical professionals started treating CM Punk right away since his condition was so dire. Placed him onto a stretcher, placed a neck brace on him, and hurried him to the ambulance. And WWE officially announced the sad news. CM Punk was taken to the hospital as he was in serious condition. So what is CM Punk's current condition after this brutal attack by Drew McIntyre? Turns out CM Punk is doing well enough to drive himself home from the arena after SmackDown went off the air. Fans captured this footage of CM Punk himself driving his car out of the arena parking lot, revealing that CM Punk in reality was never taken to the hospital. It was all a work, something WWE writers dreamt up. So it turns out that CM Punk is not in the hospital. He was not injured in the attack. It was all scripted. We don't know what CM Punk allowed himself to be filmed driving his car out of the arena parking lot and breaking the illusion that he was seriously injured and had to be taken to the hospital. But it happened, as we know CM Punk does what he wants, when he wants. What are your thoughts about Drew McIntyre's attack on CM Punk and it being revealed that CM Punk never went to the hospital? Leave a comment and give me your opinion.